Got my boy, Mr. Velvet Monument on. Alright, just getting myself set up, so I should be ready in just a second. Alright, so where we left off was the worst place on Earth in this game. The glaciers. So, we're gonna continue going. We're actually gonna go back because I was looking for a safe point. We're gonna hit up some items, and then we should be able to come back to progressing through the story. So, real quick, man, I'm just gonna go over some of this audio or some of the dialogue here, and then we should be pretty much good to just chat up and talk about our game experience with Final Fantasy, what got us into all this stuff, and what do you think? Alright, so, I've been thinking, and then I'm gonna go with what is it? Seeing a place like this makes you realize how awesome nature is. But if anyone ever told me to live here, I'd tell them to, well, I'd tell you one thing though, if I did have to live here, I'd change things around and make it better. I guess Midgar is the total opposite of this place. When you think of it that way, the Shinra don't seem so bad. What the hell am I saying? The Shinra not bad. We'll secure the route, you come up later. Alright, so we're gonna come back. I hope. If I remember correctly, this takes you through like just open snow. So hopefully I'm gonna put on ×3 and see where it takes me. Alright, man, so talk to me about Final Fantasy VII for you. I definitely would have to say that it was the same for me. I remember playing a lot of like 2-bit games or 8-bit games or whatnot on SNES. Hold on a second. Alright, so it doesn't look like I can go back. So real quick, we didn't really miss many crazy items, so we're kind of going to skip all that. I'm going to just put it into regular mode here. But yeah, I mean, for me it was... Yeah, gotta keep that body temperature up, man. I'm not trying to freeze up. But yeah, I mean, I was into a lot of the SNES stuff. I didn't really get into Sega so much. But this was my very first RPG that I ever played, and this is what kind of changed my world, getting into RPGs and now owning so many different RPG titles. So I guess this one was a pivotal one for you as it was for me. Gotcha, gotcha. That is 100% true, man. Based on the trailers I've seen and just the way it looks great. It's gonna be a little weird playing with some of the old characters in a brand new format on PlayStation 4, and then it's action based, so it's not gonna be clicking through and like reading all the dialogue like I'm pretty much doing now. I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it. I think they do have a classic mode apparently. I think you can go into turn-based. I haven't done, the research on that yet, but hopefully if you can, I'd probably do 2 playthroughs of that game in both settings. Don't get me wrong, I loved Final Fantasy XV. I thought it was pretty much a masterpiece. Like, at first I didn't get into it because I didn't really play Final Fantasy like on that level of, action-based or whatnot. But if it's something like 15, I may be a little disappointed. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, some people wait, and there's nothing wrong with that. But considering that this game is what got me into the genre, it's a one in a lifetime. Like they're never gonna do this again, unless you go into like something like Sword Art Online and start wearing some like VR and you're in virtual reality. But yeah, I mean it's a one-time deal. Yeah, man, I would too. But yeah, I mean it's one in a lifetime kind of thing, and that's why I did get the first class. I did put the pre-order through the day that it was actually announced through, what was it, E3. It was a phenomenal purchase, because I know I'm gonna get my money's worth out of it. Well, I mean, like I told you, when I was in Japan, what was it, in April, I actually went to the Square Enix building, and they had like all their windows covered in like newspaper. So that kind of tells you like how under wraps they were trying to keep it. Um, and you couldn't, like, you can go into the lobby of the building. It's a huge building. Um, the design of it is beautiful, but when you went into the lobby, like, you can't go anywhere past the lobby that with a camera. Like, that's how uptight they are about their stuff. So hey man, there's other buildings that are pretty tall around there. It's in Shinjuku, Japan, part of Tokyo. So there's someone, you never know, someone could be looking. And that's one of the things that, like, there was a spoiler back when like the remake was talked about a little bit, but Kingdom Hearts overshadowed it. There was a picture of one of the developers, like he was like, I guess, working on one of the bosses for the remake, and there was a picture of the boss, and he got, that went viral, like that went everywhere. So I wasn't surprised. That is true. That is very true. Alright, give me 1 second here. Alright, so maybe I have to go out. I'm in this cave, the glacier. I can't quite remember everything. I'm more or less, I'm really playing this playthrough for nostalgia. Just the fact that I can play it and stream it on YouTube and have fun with this. This is just kind of getting me prepped up for the remake. Yeah, the PS4 version, I gotta say, is a hell of a lot better than the PlayStation 1. Don't get me wrong, I mean, I still love the PlayStation 1, but the colors are more vibrant. The characters, you can kind of see them a little bit better. And there's even certain, like, details in the game originally, even back then when we had the CRTs, that you can't see like you can in this one. So it's pretty cool that they actually buffed it up a little bit. Stuff. it's the most annoying area I think in the game. It's not my favorite thing to do. Yeah, I agree with you. Same like Mario, right? Or it could just be that ice sucks. Any current games that you're playing right now? Sweet man, that game goes for quite a bit. Yeah, I've heard quite a lot about the Tales of games. Yeah, I want to actually get my hands on a copy and play it through and stream it. I mean, hopefully, if it's not too much to ask the Sony PlayStation to do at least like a remastered. I mean, I'd still get the original, of course, but I would definitely like to stream that and have better graphics. Better graphics always makes everything better. Oh, for sure. One of the games I really enjoyed outside of the Final Fantasy world, still by the same company, Chrono Cross. Yeah, that goes for a lot on the SNES. That's another game I do wanna play eventually. Well, I know it came in a combo with one of the Final Fantasies on PS1. One of the things I want to try to get my hold on 1 second. Where did this just take me? Okay, all right. Sorry about that. Did you see that? Dude, that must have been like no cares, man. That's right. I just got an enhanced sword. There's gotta be... Oh, okay, I see it. There's a treasure chest up here. What is this? Speed source. That's good to have. Yeah, so... There's the one title I do want to play that I actually have, and I haven't gotten around to actually really play it. I bought it, literally. Never put it in my PS4. It was Secret of Mana. At some point or another, I want to put that game in and give it a run. I have it for the PS4, so at some point, once I go through the abyss of my collection, I'll probably get around to it and stream that too. So there's just so many games that I have that it's just difficult to like really pick and sit down and focus on one game for a long period of time. And how I am, I love my completionist stuff, so yes, sir. Yeah, man, I hear you on that. I was actually playing Sword Art Online. I had to put that down because that was one of those games, man, where I have like close to 300 hours in, and I have a decent amount of stuff in that game. There's just still so much to do. But they got a 1,000 floor dungeon. I think I'm on floor 70. I don't think I can put any more time into that. That's a little more manageable though. I'm actually almost through this glacier part. I'm gonna have a boss battle soon, but yeah, I hear you, man. The dot hack, I actually have that remastered or whatever that they did for the PS4. I hear you on especially the dot hack. Like, I remember playing Infection, and honestly I really got that game because I thought the cover looked amazing. I'm about to get into a boss fight here. Let's see what we got. atmospheres. If I'm not mistaken though, like, he does a move, I don't know if it's at the end or like close to when he's dying or whatnot, but he does a move that you can only, he's the only one that does it, you can only learn it once in the game with the enemy skill. So if you're a true completionist, looking to max out the enemy skill stuff, this will be the opportunity. I don't think I've ever gotten it, or I may have gotten it through my like third playthrough of this game when I was like 13. Oh my god, dude, memory card. In this playthrough, I'm gonna make sure to hit up the weapons too. And once I get to a certain point in this game, I'm probably just going to not necessarily live stream like all the grinding and stuff like that. I'll just probably cut it into clips and upload it. I'm going through the story mode. That's why I'm more or less live streaming this playthrough right now. I'd have to say the emerald weapon was harder. I mean, the ruby weapon is it's just more or less getting a rhythm down. An emerald weapon, it wasn't exactly like that. It was just kind of like one of those you have to really stay on your toes. And I actually, when I beat him the first time, I did it with the underwater materia. And then the second time I did it without it. So I had like a 30-minute time frame, and I beat it with like a minute and some seconds left. So I got pretty lucky. No, actually, I haven't really touched it yet. It is a game that I am definitely very interested in playing, and I heard that they're coming up with a new, what is it, a DLC or something like that?
It makes me wonder, in the remake, are we going to find more weapons?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I think, see, like, Kingdom Hearts to me was like that opportunity to get to see my favorite characters from Final Fantasy in a better graphic format. That's kind of like how I took Kingdom Hearts. So I think Kingdom Hearts 3 is a great idea. I just think that they ended up like making way too many games in between that overcomplicated the entire story. But it is Disney, so it's always complicated. Real quick, man, I have someone here in the comments saying it makes me wonder in the remake, are we going to fight more weapons? Hey, man, that's actually that's a good observation. I didn't even think about that. Hopefully there's something more, like towards the end of game, because like what ends up happening with Final Fantasy games is they start to run out of steam at the end of the games. At least that's my personal opinion. But hopefully they can add a couple weapons in there. What do you think, dude?
Because it seems that now after 20 years they are going to.
Oh man, that would be fun. I'm not sure if you're following the stream or the comments, but he's saying because it seems now after 20 years they are going to tell us the story how they wanted to tell us. Yeah, that was something that was said by one of the directors, I think. Basically, what they wanted to do with the technology from back in the day, they couldn't do it. It was too much. So yeah, they're finally gonna incorporate ideas that they had from before and capitalize a lot more on it now, so that they can really release the story in the way that they wanted to. I mean, even if they didn't, even if it stayed like this, where they didn't feel like remaking Final Fantasy VII, this is still an iconic game. It's still a gigantic piece to history in the gaming world. I mean, that's my opinion on that. What do you think, dude?
I can't wait to play it because they will probably answer.
Yeah. Let's if you guys can just give me a quick second, I just gotta read some stuff here and then we'll continue our conversation. He did reply, just give me a second, Rayman. Alright, so something fell out of the sky and crashed down here, leaving a scar on the planet.
Crisis Core left
So
us.
all this energy is gathered here for the planet to heal itself. Sephiroth took that energy and is trying to use Meteor. Next time the wound won't be so small. Alright, let's see. But that's, yeah, I agree with you, man. Anything Final Fantasy, people are definitely gonna eat it up. And Rayman Rain Man here saying, I can't wait to play it because it will probably answer questions that Crisis Core left us. You know what? Yeah. Because the thing is, like, the entire Final Fantasy world, there was a game that actually came out that was supposed to be before Crisis Core. You know, it was only released in Japan, and we didn't get it, and there's no way of getting that copy anymore. I think it was a mobile game only. That had some of those questions answered from Crisis Core. So I see where you're coming from. I'm not sure if they're gonna really take Final Fantasy VII back that far, because then it would just, the game would just go on forever. I think they're just gonna kind of keep going, like, you know, from where Cloud came in, you know, from what we see in the beginning of the game and onward.
Last order that featured Sid Highwind.
And just to kind of touch on that, like, you know, every time that they come out with, like, you know, something like the deluxe edition, first class edition that comes with the automatic season pass, we saw Final Fantasy 15 like have those extra episodes and things like that. So, I mean, that's a possibility. That would be cool for them to be able to incorporate something like that. But then you kind of start looking at how long for the content, how much is the DLC going to be worth. So hopefully they can wrap up the story in full how they wanted to do it. There's just been so many Final Fantasy VII spin-offs that it just becomes a little too much. For sure. There's just something I feel like I'm missing right now. I feel like I'm missing a summon materia.
Like Dirge of Cerberus. I bet he didn't get Alexander.
Yeah, Pokemon Trainer. You're right. That's exactly who I think I'm missing.
You need to go back a long way. Remember hot springs, then to cave, kill that batch. I think it's before the cabin.
Hold on 1 second. Because I think I missed the summon. And, oh, cool. Alright, so we're back. Alright.
A lot of people miss this boss, sad.
Yeah, well, what happened was earlier, I was trying to really get out of this so I can hit a save point, and there's that added cut materia. So I didn't really have that chance to come back and look at everything. So no, I'm probably gonna go ahead and get that boss, and that's actually the boss that has that like special enemy skill that you can only get it with this boss. So hopefully I don't pass out from hypo being, you know, frozen up. Alright, so that's where I need to go.
Well, on the topic of remakes, how about FF6 remake thoughts?
Well, on the topic of remake, how about FF6 remake thoughts? Yeah, do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first, dude? Alright, FF6, yeah, this is something I have
totally
definitely talked
take
about.
That mask off.
Dude, it's not gonna happen. Yeah, FF6, damn it, FF6 remake has been one of those that I would definitely like to see, because there's many speculation that 6 was better than 7, which I wouldn't totally disagree with that. I'd say in my eyes though, like 7 is my baby, so I am biased, but I know 6 was definitely a huge title, and I would definitely like to see a remake of that, before 8, of course.
I bet they'd use the magicked model from 1.4. It would be extremely longer than 7 with 1.0 main characters.
For sure. Looks like Pokemon Trainer said, I bet they used the Magitech model from 14. And then Rainman said it would be extremely longer than 7 with 10 main characters.
Hot springs first, then
remember
the cave.
Yeah, Pokemon Trainer. I'm trying to remember how to get there, man. And having this in-depth conversation is throwing me a little off, but it's alright. I just collapsed again, so we'll try it again. Even if 6 was longer than 7 with 10 main characters, it would still be worth doing it. They can do it now, especially with the PS5 coming out. I think the technology is there for them to be able to do pretty much whatever they want.
I mean, look it up to look at the graphics. I mean, that
True.
pretty much right there you have 8 storylines, you have 8 gameplays to go through, essentially. So I mean, I think it's totally doable to remake 6, despite how many good characters you're gonna have. It just comes down to certain things that get sacrificed along the way. But at the end of the day, I think anything as far as a remake of 6 would be tremendous in its own right compared to the original. Like I said, Freddy,
Would you prefer a remake or something completely new?
I'm still back in Nintendo days. Anything they do, including PC. It just comes down to, is the money there for them? That's really what it comes down to, I believe, for Square Enix. Is it worth it to put that kind of money into something like that? You gotta think how much time they're gonna have to put in. They're gonna have to build it from scratch, essentially.
Me a remake 6 story is one of the best.
Damn it. Alright. Would you prefer a remake or something completely new? Me, a remake 6 story is one of the best. I would say, just honestly, Square Enix has something going really good with what they're trying to do with 7. They got a remake. It's the same characters. You don't have to think of new characters to build. You don't have to think of a like plot story from scratch. It is
How come
already
you
built
went with the
there.
boring mask than an anime mask?
How come you went with the boring mask? Keep following me and you'll see some changes in the future. So they can just remake all these games. The only thing they would really just need to pump the money into would more or less just be upgrading the graphics, making the characters fresh, and that should be pretty much it. It's no different than what they're doing with 7.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think at the end of the day, you really have to sit back and think, why they're even doing Final Fantasy VII remakes. I honestly, I don't think it's. I mean, of course, money is always a part of it because they know it's guaranteed money. But at the end of the day, it's fan service. People have been asking for a remake of Final Fantasy
With
VII
1.4 they're using a bit of 7's
Final
content.
Fantasy 18. People just want more of it. It's just that game, and everybody wants whatever the newest technology is to be applied to something that they love. I mean, it's the same with Mario can line up the PlayStation 5. Pick up a PlayStation 4 and go from there. It just doesn't work that way. So, I think at the end of the day, the Final Fantasy VII remake was total fan service. That's why I think they're gonna go above and beyond what the
They're
original
bring Ruby
was
weapon into it.
was gonna be able to release. To go back into redoing 6.
I would even like updated FFT game with 7 remake graphics.
For it, but I mean, look how long it's taken us to get Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yeah, and I mean, it was something that they definitely teased uh, back when the PlayStation 3 was out. And they kind of did that to themselves more or less, kind of waking up the beast. But it's probably been in the back burner for a long time. It could just be that Square Enix isn't doing as well as they would like to, and that's why they're doing what they're doing. Maybe they have other bigger plans too.
I mean, they constantly have titles coming out. Like, people, just distribute Final Fantasy to Square Enix, and Square Enix has so much stuff in their catalog. It's ridiculous. Like, pay attention to on screen for top of game
yeah, man.
Green Man says, I wouldn't even let an update of Final Fantasy Tactics Game 7 remake release. That would be amazing. However, I don't think there's a lot of tactical RPG players out there
Square Enix World Dominantum?
I don't think that would be a huge release, though. I could see that being down the road. 7 remake FX, I'm for that.
Oh,
That'd be
this is the last time I'm gonna actually attempt this. If not, I think I should be able to go back. I don't think I can miss this. I could be wrong on that.
You were there.
monitoring Square Enix world domination. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about all that, but I know I did hear in the rumor mill that they were looking at doing their own streaming service, to where you would pay Square Enix directly, kind of like a whatever.
Yeah, you can come back anytime.
It's essentially a streaming service but for Square Enix, and it will have, a plethora of Square Enix titles to play for a price tag.
I think I'm at the cave, thankfully. Oh wait, shoot. I need to take off this times 3. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, dude. Oh damn, I just took off the battle and I just got
Alexander is
into
the
it.
only summon which does holy damage.
Yeah, I'm aware. I gotta I gotta remember, man. You gotta understand, I haven't played this in so long. But I appreciate you egging me on there. It's pretty cool. Okay, so Square Enix worked on Barrett, because Barrett's a badass dude. He's trying to get some legs, man. So let me see here. Square Enix World Domination. No, actually, I would, as much as I hate to say it, I would really hate to say that Atlas would probably be ahead on that end.
Atlas is a tremendous studio. And I mean, I think that's the thing. There's so many third-party developers.
Oh,
I really hope they keep Barrett swearing it. No, it's not there. They do.
You're playing Tales of Destiny right now, right? Cool, man, cool.
Yes. He did it.
quick. Hey, Pokemon trainer. Jog my memory. So I have to touch the hot springs, and what else do I have to do? Do I have to go back into that initial cave? Because I really can't for the life of me remember. Oh, Jesus. This ×3 is cool, but like sometimes when you're trying to move around, it moves like a crazy thing, man. Okay. Okay, down here maybe?
You only need to touch hot springs once, then it's to the cave.
Alright, so the cave I was just at, right? Hold on. Where the hell am I? Alright. Yeah, dude, I really can't remember. I know that he's right. There is a cave that I have to go to. You have to touch the hot springs, but I really just can't remember. Alright,
It's cave where the ice woman is.
Where the ice woman
They
is.
need to remake Legend of Dragoon.
Yo, dude, I was playing that on my PS3. The Legend of Dragoon. There was a petition for them to like remake it, but they're not going to. A remastered edition would be phenomenal, though.
Cave is located on the right side.
Too fast. Yeah, I mean, I've done some research on The Legend of Dragoon, and yeah, it's one of those titles where I don't think that they're actually gonna remake it. I mean, a remastered would be phenomenal, but remaking
it failed, I know, or release it like 789 FF.
So it's not through here. Cave on the right hand side. A little help here, Pokemon trainer. Jesus Christ. This is getting a little annoying. Yeah, I'm sorry to put you guys through this with me, but I mean, for what it's worth, good conversation out of the whole thing, so.
I wish they would. Heck, we are getting the Legend of Mana
I didn't catch it. Okay. Oh, this cave. Okay, I think that's the cave. That's the only other cave that there is, so. Alright, let me see if I can go back to the hot springs. Can't touch it from here.
Later this year.
Come on, come on, come on.
Yeah, no, that's another thing that's been popping up a lot lately. Collections. Dropping a lot of collection classic games. You just had the Contra.
Oh yeah, the Contra.
Yeah, they're going back and like reusing games and kind of de-leveling them and re-releasing them as collections. And I think that's cool. It's definitely awesome for gamers. These young bucks out here that's just getting into the gaming world the last few years that didn't grow up with it. Like myself, I was a big fan of the early 90s, so I've been there. But the collections, even for people that grew up with it, it's still awesome to be able to get everything in one little spot and be able to play it on a digital system. My biggest pet peeve is, which is a lot of people's biggest pet peeve, is finding that physical. I can't deal with that download stuff. I need physical copies. I want manuals back. I want it all. But it's just me.
Nah, I hear you on that. Like, I'm the same way. I need the physical copies. I can't. Yeah, like I just can't do without the physical copies. Point blank. Unless like they are some good titles. Like they do have a few good titles on the PlayStation Network from Chemco Games. I do have to
You
say, like,
don't
they
need to
look like
keep
really
going
good
back
games.
to the hot spring only once.
I mean, there's definitely really good games out there that are download only, standalone only games.
So if you never played Trials of Mana, you will now.
At the end of the day, when it comes down to something that very well could have been released on the console, I want a physical copy. That's just me. I don't know if it's a kid growing up with a cartridge in hand, but I want that physical copy. I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with the collector. I think for like the casual gamer, it's not that big of a deal. Or especially somebody who doesn't have a whole lot of space. Like more or less like they can download a game as opposed to getting another physical thing out of the house somewhere, wherever they're living at. Then yeah, that looks cool for something like that. But as a collector, I want that physical. It'd be like getting your Ferrari without the wheels. You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't give it to me. I want the bag. Or like, who uses the manual anyway? Like, I use the freaking manual. But a lot of it has to do with,
Ah.
it's that fan factor again. The first instance of, hey, if I get a game and it has a manual inside of it, it's the first thing I do. I go through that manual. I see the book, any kind of backstory they have with the characters prior to the game. Let's get this into it. It doesn't have to have like all content. It doesn't have to have stickers or playing cards or Grandmother Soul inside the case. Like, just the manual. Take 12 and come with the manual. I don't want the bits.
Oh, I'm sorry. I found the cave finally.
About time.
Yeah, it's. I just remembered I can go up through that area. All right, cool. So I should be okay. No, I hear you on that. Like, physical's where it's at, always. And
I mean, at the end of the day,
That's not the right cave.
if you're getting a download only, that's purely what it comes down to. Like at the core of it, you could lose that game at any given time. You could just wipe that crap out and it's gone. Like, at least if you have a physical copy of a game, you can hold it.
cave is in upper right part if I remember.
What was that? Let me see. I think this is the cave up here. Alright. Alright, safety bit. No, I hear you on that. Alright, hold on one second. Yeah, Pokemon trainer, man. I am lost. I'm a lost soul in this in this icy abyss. I can't find it. I'm getting ready to give up soon. And that's not normally how I do things, but it's getting a little annoying. It's the Alexander materia. It's the only summon that does like holy damage. But dude, I can't for the life of me remember how the hell to get there. Like I know you have to touch the hot springs, you know, and whatnot. Let's try doing it the other way around. Yeah, you gotta touch these hot springs, and then there's a cave that you have to go into, and there's like a woman there. And then you go into like this boss fight, and then, if I remember correctly, and then pretty much, once you beat the boss, it drops the Alexander materia. But I can't for the life of me remember. Yeah, that's the cave I already had gone into earlier. What's up this way? I mean, I'm kind of glad though that this happened, to be honest, because I think we've had a great conversation. At least even with you guys in the chat, I've had fun, to be honest. Alright. Isn't there a way?
I'm trying my best, sad.
Alright, well, I'm actually gonna kind of quit on that. I might try again tomorrow. when I come back on, but I think I'm pretty well over my hour. So, hey, the Rain Man, if you're still on, definitely come back. Definitely would love to chat with you again. Pokemon Trainer, it's always a pleasure. I know you want me to take off my mask, but it's not gonna happen.
You don't, you were so close.
For sure. Yeah, yo, dude, I know I'm close. I gotta focus. I think trying to talk and have, looking at the chat or the comments here and going ×3 and all this other stuff is throwing me off. So I think it's just best that we just kind of come back to it. Probably tomorrow I'll stream it. But I really had a great time with all of you, and I definitely look to doing it again in the future. Alright, dude, you got anything you want to say?
Promise me you'll never change.
Yeah, man, it's icy. And Pokemon Trainer, you got my word. Alright, so that was my buddy, Velvet Monument. I'm going to be signing off. If you guys like what I'm doing here, definitely like, share, subscribe. Definitely could use the support here. And see you guys later. Peace.